Greetings all, and welcome to Daily Pali Reading. Today, we kick off a series examining individual words from Pali. And what better way to do that than to look at words referring to the Buddha? Now, there are many words that refer to the Buddha, but we are going to look at 3 words which are typically not translated or sometimes are not translated. So, for instance, there are words that refer to the Buddha as a teacher of gods and men, or the knower of worlds, or the blessed one. Those we're not going to focus on in this video because, like I said, they're translated. But we're going to focus on 3 words that are sometimes or never, or almost never, translated. And the first of those words is Buddha. So as most of you probably know, Buddha is not a name. That was not a given name. That's a description of Siddhartha Gautama. And Buddha comes from this word, this verb, bujjati. And when I say it comes from that verb, what I mean is that Buddha is the past participle. And if we don't want to deal with that kind of technical language, we can just say that bujjati means to wake up, to awaken, and Buddha means one who has awakened. So this is something that's happened already. So we might ask, what has a Buddha awakened to or from? And a Buddha is one who has awakened to reality as it is, has woken up from the slumber of our normal existence here in samsara. Now, an interesting thing about bujjati is it also means to know and to perceive. And this just deepens our understanding and appreciation of the word Buddha. Because if we think about the Buddha's teaching of suffering, is that the cause of suffering is tanha. It's craving. And actually, craving has as its source avidya, or ignorance. And the way to combat ignorance is with non-ignorance, is with knowing, is with vidya. So a Buddha is one who is no longer ignorant of reality as it is. So another word that comes up often, sometimes untranslated, but sometimes translated, is Tathagata. In Pali, this th is a t sound. It is not a th. Th is actually very difficult phoneme to pronounce for most people in the world. So Tathagata splits into 2 parts. Tata is an adverb, and it means thus or so. Gata is another past participle, and it's from the verb gacchati, to go. So one who has gone thus, sometimes left or sometimes translated simply as thus gone. We will come across that a lot in translations. It could also mean, because of the way compounds work in Pali and Sanskrit, it could actually mean gone to thusness. Both of those really mean someone who has kind of exited samsara, someone who has arrived at nibbana, and someone who arrived at it while alive. If this word were agacchati, which means to come, the past participle would be āgata. And you might think that that would make a difference if we put it together with tata, but it wouldn't. If we made a compound out of tata and āgata, it would look just the same, because the way the vowel links in Pali are either short or long, and there's no triply long or quadruply long. So this could actually be understood as the thus come. And I think if you look up the Chinese characters, that seems to be how they take it. And that's why sometimes it is simply left untranslated. So our next and last word on this list is Sugata. The gata, we can probably tell, is the same the same word here. And coming from gacchati, gone, or one who has gone. Su means good or well. It's cognate actually with the Greek epsilon, epsilon, which in English becomes EU, like in euphemism, and Eucharist, even euthanasia, etc. So Sugata is well gone from samsara. So I hope that this is somewhat helpful. I know when I came across some of these words when I first began reading in Buddhism, I had no idea what Tathagata was or how even to pronounce it or anything like that. So hopefully this is a little helpful. And please share any insights you have regarding these words or any other words for Buddha. And please also like and subscribe. Peace, everyone.